Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me? No.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Can you see the screen, the geometry sketchpad?
Yes.
You can see the geometer sketchpad. Okay, right. Now we continue here. The differentiation part you already know. Right. Now is the factorization part. The term in front has this bracket raised to the power of 4. The term behind has the same bracket raised to the power of 3. So one is 4, one is 3. The thing that is common is to the power of 3. So you take out the bracket to the power of 3. So the bracket to the power of 3 you take outside. Now here, if you take out power of 3, you are left with power of 1. That means the whole bracket power of 1. Okay. Now the second one, this thing here. If you take out x to the power of 3, no more x to the power of 3. But it doesn't mean that it's 0 lah. You take out x power of 3, the bracket to the power of 3 is 1. Right? So 1 times 24x, there's still 24x there. Whereas here you take out x to the power of 3, you are left with to the power of 1. And the 2 you didn't take out, so the 2 is still inside here. So I expand the inside. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 3x, 6x. The 24x copy back the same. So it's 2 plus 30x. Now the 2 and the 30, there is a common factor. The common factor is 2. So I take out the 2, left with 1. 30 take out 2, left with 15x. Okay,
Teacher,
any question?
teacher,
Yes.
I still don't understand the the equation, the third equal.
1, 2, 3. Here,
Yeah.
here.
Mm.
Eh, okay, here. Okay, right. So this is the one. So how to proceed from here? Now, let's say you have, let's say you have, uh, let's say you have a to the power of 4. You have a to the power of 4, then plus a to the power of 3. Okay. Now, a to the power of 4 and a to the power of 3. Now, what is common there? The, the common factor between these two terms, they are a to the power of, here, they are a to the power of a to the power of 3. A to the power of 3. Okay. Now, if I take out a to the power of 3, what is left here? Here.
1.
Not 1. Because this is 4, I only take out 3. This is 4, I take out 3. The 2 is still inside.
2a.
The a is still inside. So that when I multiply in a power 3 multiplied by a, I get back a to the power 4. Okay or not? Then plus, I take out a to the power 3. So 24x. A to the power 3 take out is not 0. A to the power 3 take out is 1 left. It's 1 left. So what I have is a to the power of 3, 2a plus 24x. Is this okay?
Oh, teacher, we how to say, we uh what's that called? What's that? This one is we factorize, is it?
Factorize. Take out the common factor. Factorize.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Other girls? Other girls can or not? Others? Hmm. Hey, why still showing? Everyone. Okay. Okay or not? Okay. If not, then you just tell me. Then I stop and start all over again. Sabar. Okay. Jiayan say okay. Jiayan okay means okay lah. Right. So now come back to this one. So here you take out, factorize 1 plus 3x to the power 3. You still got 1 plus 3x to the power 3. Still got one factor inside. Then this one take out, there's still a 1 inside there. Simplify, we get this. Okay, right. Next one. Ayoyo. If you cannot follow factorization, this question, because we have two composite function. The first one is a composite function. Second one also composite function. I purposely make it very difficult. Because nowadays they say want to make it more difficult. What did your sister say? The SPM 2020 difficult, more difficult, more difficult. Never mind.
Teacher,
More difficult.
I don't
Very
know.
hard.
She didn't
Didn't tell
tell
you.
me.
Didn't tell. Okay. But
Uh,
never mind, right? You must be prepared lah. Do all the difficult things. Then if they set easy, then it's easy for you. If it's difficult, then you still find it easy because you have done it before. Okay. Example number 4, differentiate the product of two functions. We are still at the product of two functions. So I want to differentiate the product of two functions. The first function is 2x plus 3 raised to the power 2. This is a composite function. The second function is 5x minus 2 raised to the power 3, another composite function. So I want to differentiate the product of two composite functions. First one also composite, second one also composite, right? So I have divided these functions into different colors so that you can recognize what I'm doing, right? So the first one I color it pink. 2x plus 3 raised to the power 2, pink. 5x minus 2 raised to the power 3, purple. Okay, first step, differentiate the pink color, keep the purple color. Second step, keep the purple color, keep the pink color, differentiate the purple color. Pink and purple I mix up sometimes, sorry. Okay, do you know what to do now? If you are faced with a product of two functions, differentiate, keep, differentiate, alternate. First time you differentiate this one, next time you will differentiate another one. Yeah, right. So now I differentiate the pink color. So this one, 2 put in front, 2x plus 3, the power less by 1. Not finished yet. You have to differentiate inside and you get the 2 there. All this, I put it pink color to show you that it comes from the first function, the pink color. The second function, 5x plus 2 to the power 3, this thing you just copy down, don't do anything. Okay. So we have finished the first time. Second time, this pink color, just now you already differentiated, now you don't differentiate. This one you just copy down. The purple color you differentiate. The purple color, bring down the 3, then the bracket, then copy down the bracket, everything same, 5x minus 2, but the index less by 1, 3x minus 1. Oh, don't be too happy, not finished yet. Because this is a composite function, you have to differentiate the inside one more time. Differentiate inside, you get 5. Differentiation completed. Can follow or cannot follow?
Can, teacher.
Can. Others? Others can follow or not? Can. Okay, can, then I continue. This is Ang Li Fen. Ang Li Wen. Is there one Ang Li Wen there? Ang Li Wen. Okay, Ang Li Wen is the one not here. Okay, right. So the differentiation part is okay already. Now the problem start is many of you, maybe algebra not so good, how to manipulate with the expression. It doesn't matter actually. You try a few times, you can get it already. It is not something which is very difficult. It is difficult if you don't try. If you try, it is very easy. Let me show you how. Now, I want to simplify this first term. I gather the numbers first. Look for numbers first. What are the numbers? 2, 2. Any more numbers? No more. The rest, all bracket, no more. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4. And this bracket is 2x plus 3 to the power of 1 only. This 5x minus 2 is to the power of 3. So the first term simplified. Okay, the second term, look for numbers. 3 and 5. 3 times 5 is what? 15. 15. So the first bracket, 2x plus 3 to the power of 2. Copy down. Now this one is 5x minus 2 to the power of 2. This is the term that you have differentiated, so less by 1. So it's like this. So already simplified. Now is the factorization. Oh, factorization. Factorization. Okay, now I want to factorize this 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3. So I take out 2x plus 3. When I take out 2x plus 3, only 1 left. Only 1 left. The rest, the 4 and this bracket, I copy down. Copy down, copy down. Now, over here, I take out 2x plus 3. 1 only, So there's still 1 more left here. The pink color. 1 more left here. Okay. Then the rest, I just copy down. Copy down. So the first common factor, I have taken out already. Can follow or not? The first common factor?
Can.
Can. Now there's still another common factor there. 5x minus 2 to the power 3. 5x minus 2 to the power 2. Oh, which one to take out? 3 or 2? This one, 2. So 5x minus 2 to the power 2, I put outside here. This time I color it orange color. I color it orange color. When I take out, this number I multiply become 4. Take out power of 2, I'm left with power of 1. This one, copy down, copy down. Power of 2 taken out, left with 1. This thing, power of 2, take out, left with 1. Okay, right. So these two brackets, the common factor, I copy down. This thing at the inside the square bracket, I expand 20x minus 8, 30x plus 15. I expand. So when expand, what can you see? Right? 20 and 30, 50. Negative 8 and positive 15, positive 7. Positive 7. Positive 7. Okay? So that's how you simplify. Take out the common factor. If there's one common factor, like the example 3, you factorize one time. If you have two common factors, factorize 2 times. This one more difficult. Okay, never mind about this. Now, you try one question. Where? This one, very difficult. Both also composite function. Number 1, f. If you have no confidence, then you try B or E first lah. B or E first. If you have confidence, then you just straight away you try F. Try now. Okay, ready or not? Ready, then I show you the last example, involving square root. Quite difficult because once you differentiate square root, one part at the top, one part go to the bottom. Very, very difficult, right? But you get used to it, then it's okay, right? Are you ready? Right. Ready or not? Ready or not? If you are doing, then you can just leave it aside. Then you listen to how to do this one first. How to do this? Because I think we have not this one. This one. So we have some with square root. One with a square root there. Right. This one also got square root, but this one easier. But then when you differentiate square root, it's quite difficult. This one also square root, like that. Okay, so if you are used to differentiate difficult things, then when it come out easy, then it's easy for you. Okay, are you ready? Are you with me now?
Yes,
Stop.
teacher.
Yes, okay. So now you look at the last example, fx equals to x square root of x squared plus 2x minus 1. Now here we have two functions, okay, x and square root of something. So we have two functions. Now the problem is when you have square root of something, the square root you change to power of half, and the whole bracket raised to the power of half is actually a composite function. It's actually a composite function. So now what to do? I copy down the question, x square root of x squared plus 2x minus 1. X is still x, but the square root I change it to the power of half. So the first function, pink color, x. Second function, x squared plus 2x minus 1 raised to the power of half. The purple color is a composite function. Okay, right. So how to differentiate the product of these two functions? I differentiate the pink color first. Differentiate x become 1. The other term, the other function, I just copy down exactly the same. Both inside the bracket and the index. Everything copy the same. Okay. Now, the function x, don't differentiate, just copy down. Now you differentiate the purple color. Purple color, you have to differentiate. This is a composite function. You have to differentiate the bracket first. Half, bring down half. Then the power become half minus 1. Half minus 1. Then you differentiate inside the bracket. Inside the bracket. Inside the bracket, 2 x squared become 2x. 2x become 2. Negative 1 becomes 0. So you have this thing, an extra term there. Now the simplification part. Simplification part, 1 times this thing, same is this thing. Then the 2x plus 2 multiply with half. The 2 and 2 can cancel. So it becomes, hey, why got the 2 there already? No more 2, the 2 and 2 cancel away. No more 2, this is wrong. Sometimes make mistake the 2 and the half cancel away, sorry. So the 2 here and here cancel with the 2 here. So I'm left with x and x plus 1. Then this thing. This thing, when you simplify, half minus 1 become negative half. Become negative half. And this second bracket here, the index is a positive number. You don't put a half there, you know. Pandai pandai, you go and put half there. This part comes from the differentiation of this part, the bracket inside. And you should not put any power here. This one is exactly the differentiation of what is inside the bracket here. Okay, you differentiate this, you get this. Note that this thing no power, no power here. The one that got power is the first one. The first time you bring down the power less by one. That's all. Okay. So when you simplify, you get the 2 and the half here cancel off, and you get this thing. So this thing with a positive index will go to the top. Here wrong again. Will go to the top. This thing with a negative index will go to the bottom. Wow. Okay. Then this one, I just put a 1 at the bottom there. Why I want to put a 1 there? Because I want to do the algebraic fraction. This one over this one, this one, this one. Then you cross multiply AD, BC like that. Okay. So when I express this square root or to the power half as something over 1, is the same, right? Then plus this part will go to the top because the index is this part, the index is positive. That's why they go to the top here. Then this part, the index is negative. That's why they go to the bottom here. So far, okay or not? Can follow or not?
Can, teacher.
Can. Then I'm going to add up this fraction with this fraction by crossing over like this. This one cross over this side. This one cross over this side. When this here cross over the top there, it become the same. They are the same thing, except that one is at the top, one is at the bottom. But now when you multiply them, it become like that. Add the indices together. Now this one multiplied by 1 is the same, right? It's the same. No, no, like that. Becomes like that. Then the top part, the top part, when the half plus half is 1, so no more already. 1 you don't have to write down. So x squared plus x squared become 2x squared. 2x plus x become 3x. 3x. And this is minus 1. Okay, now I just keep quiet. You go through the steps. You see which step you cannot understand. I explain one more time using simplify method, like what I have done here, right? Like what I've done here. I will explain to you how I simplify, so you don't have to worry. You go through this example 5. So any question? No question, then I'll tell you what to do. What is the
Okay.
homework?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, no question. So you look at the exercises here. Okay. Now question number one is the product of two functions. Now this type is still okay. A, B, and C. Because the first function you just differentiate one time. And that's all. Second function, you use composite function. Still very easy. Now, part D is more difficult. This got the square root there. It is like the last example that I've shown you. So you want to do question D, refer to the last example. Question E is still very simple because the first one is linear, second one is composite function. So this one differentiate, you will get 4, so it's very easy. This one will be difficult, the F will be difficult. So F, you also refer to example number 4 that I've given you. Okay, right. Uh, Next one, question number 2. Question number 2, you can actually expand and differentiate. Or you want to use product rule, it's up to you. Question B also you can use product rule or expand and differentiate. Now this one is quite difficult to expand. So I advise you to use product rule. And question number 3 and number 4 got square root, this one, D. So you follow example 5. You follow example 5. All those with square root, you follow example 5. Okay, right. Oh, this number 5 cannot do yet. Number 5, you have to wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you the quotient rule, right? The quotient of two different functions. This one. Okay. So the homework for today is 2.5, exercise 2.5, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Now, if you cannot do, then you just type inside the telegram. At least try a few questions, 2 or 3 questions before tomorrow's lesson. Try a few for tomorrow's lesson. And then when I do the quotient rule, you can follow. Right? What else? Of course, if you cannot finish all the 4, right, try a few first. Then the others you can still ask me before next week. Before next week. Okay, right. So that's all for today. Any question before I end the lesson?
Now, teacher.
Okay, no, no, then I end the lesson here.